Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. Alright, let's talk about the Fiend Hunter. A lot of you guys have asked me, hey, any guides for Fiend Hunter? I'm a bit, still deciding if I want to show my guide or my method, because I'm actually using a character that a lot of players don't have, and that's going to be the Sherazade for, the swimsuit Sherazade, right? So I do have an advantage right here because I have her at +5. Alright, so I managed to get this particular one. This is the exclusive limited summer edition character that you cannot get up until this point, right? So it's impossible to get any of these characters, at least for her, right? The other costume, yes, you can get, but yeah, this is going to be she's going to be my main damage dealer. Now, let's talk about water character as a whole, right? If you look at right now, we have the water season going on, alright? So obviously, water season is going to give you the advantage. Definitely, you want to take that advantage, right? Because you get like, I think 30% extra damage. So if I go right here and I check out, if you look at the water characters, it's either going to be Sherazade or Sylvia. These two are going to be the best one, right? So you have these two characters that will be able to help you do damage. Therese, she can be there, decent. I do have my Therese. I do get this particular costume as well, and as you can see, I got her to +2, right? And also I have the extra range by upgrading her potential liberation as well. So this one, wait, yeah, this one I already got this. Yeah, I already got this particular one. So she's going to be one of the main character factor. I'm not using Rafina for this one. I couldn't find a way or method to slot her in because she is going to be she's strong, right? I think if you have her, consider using her. If you don't have Sherazade, Rafina might actually be a better DPS. Consider any of the 3 stars as well, because those characters, they're not all that bad. Lydia, Cynthia, if you are new, alright, all of these Ingrid characters, all of these characters, they are water type. They will be able to give you the bonus, the advantage regardless, right? So let's go a little bit, show you guys my team, and then I'm going to explain as well what is the strategy, why did I do what I do, right? Hopefully you guys can understand and modify it accordingly. I'm not claiming to have the best strategy out there, alright? If you guys think that I could improve my strategy, feel free to give me feedback as well in the comment section. So the truth is, the boss has a very unique mechanic. You want to aim in the middle for this boss, you can see, right? That's why Sherazade is very good, because she has one skill, one of her costume can hit like 3 lines. It seems like it's built for her in a way. So any magic team like Helena is going to have the advantage if you can buff her. I'm still deciding if I want to put Therese or Helena in the second team. So it does make sense for Helena to just straight up be the second team. But then I feel like the first one, because I'm using Angelica, right? So why Angelica is because she does a lot of damage, and I also invest a lot in her in terms of the potential liberation as well. So there's that, right? So the boss actually has 2 particular interruption skill that you can interrupt halfway. So one is this one, right? This one, notice, if you provoke, if the enemy is granted with provoke buff, so if you taunt the boss using provoke, Glacier, Grand Heal there, anyone, it will inflict pure damage based on the 100% of magic attack, and for 4 turns, you will get the increase of attack and magic attack of the skill's target by 200% depending on the attack property. This is quite good, alright, for later on. So you ideally want to pair Glacier. In this case, Glacier is my provoke target, so I pair her here so that later on my Sherazade will get the bonus. Okay, and then one more is this one, right? This particular one. Incoming damage increased by 300% for 2 turns if you have 1 character that die. Alright, the skill activates when 4 or fewer of the player's character remain. So this one is like kind of an interesting one. You can also consider taking out and only use 4 characters in the second team to straight up do more damage. I think that might also work depending on... I will need to see if I can... Because the truth is, if you take out characters, you're gonna have difficulty generating SP. So I haven't tested enough yet, but I don't think I can. So at least for the strategy that I'm using. So right now, currently I'm in level 7, so I'm just gonna go in and show you guys my method. Feel free to, modify accordingly with the characters that you have. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna do this. Helena is gonna buff everyone, the usual stuff, right? Gonna give everybody magic attack and heal and blah blah blah. So why is Alice here? She's there to apply this thing. So this particular skill is going to decrease magic resist and also decrease defense. So very good, very good debuffer. I think Alice is by far the best debuffer currently. Correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like she's the best one right now. Alright, so if you are looking for debuff, she is always going to be, you know, it is a little bit expensive because 5 SP, right? If I get her up to +3, I can reduce that, and if I potentially liberate her, I can reduce that to 3 SP. So Eclipse is going to be there. We're going to generate SP for everyone, but before that, I just want to go in with Sylvia first. I will go... I'm gonna go with this particular one, obviously, because I want to have enough cost. For Angelica, I know Angelica is gonna do a lot of damage, but we want to keep the other one for round 2, because the next round we will be able to do more damage. Okay, just do this for now. Okay, apply debuff. Okay, do as much damage as we can. Okay. Alright, that's a lot of damage, right? I think Angelica did like what? 280,000 right there. Okay. So we are still in it. So now, ideally, I'm just gonna go in one more time. I'm gonna apply the damage reduction, and then we're just gonna see if I can apply as much damage as I can. But I don't want to waste too much. Don't want to waste too much cost. All right, we're trying to like minimize the cost that we spend. That's why Eclipse, I don't want to use that skill, because after this I want to switch my team to the other one, and then we're just gonna go in provoke, and let's see this. And this, I think this is good enough. So let's see. You can also use this particular skill for Angelica. This one, I'm not a big fan of this skill, to be honest, because number one, it costs a lot of SP. Number two, the amount of SP it costs for the amount of damage that it gets. I know it's like DOT every few rounds. Maybe it's just my Angelica for now. I have this costume at +0, but I don't think it's worth using. This one I have at +3. The main one I have at +5. So for me, so far based on my testing, it's definitely not worth it. So if you have this costume at +5, but your others is +0, then for you it's going to be worth it, right? So we all have different investments in our costumes. So make sure to, you know, to look at your characters accordingly. I'm going to show you guys my costume later on, and try to determine as well which is going to be the better one for you, right? Because I do think that sometimes you just gotta experiment a little bit. Okay. So that's decent damage. Let's see if anyone is... yeah, nobody is affected right there. So everybody is getting the heal from, I believe, Helena as well. So that part is pretty cool. We still have the relevant buffs. Okay, all allies water damage is increased. Okay, so I'm gonna try to see. I'm gonna do this. So right now he's gonna kill us, and he's gonna activate the other particular skill. So I'm just gonna let that happen. But for now, I'm just gonna use this. And now Angelica. You know what? Now we're gonna use this particular one. Let's see if that makes sense. Hopefully some of our characters are still alive, because the boss is going to use this particular one. Doesn't seem like it will kill anyone yet. Let me think. I'm trying to think what would be the best course of action, because I want Helena's buff to try to also bring forward. Right, I think this makes sense. Alright, let's go with this particular route. So the second team later will worry about the other team. Counter. Okay, we do some DOT as well right there. Ooh, so now we have characters that are no longer alive. Alright, so once he's gonna do this... Oh yeah, he's gonna do that instantly. Huh. So I might as well just do the damage. My Helena did buff crit rate boost. Is important for this team, but it's not going to be that. So the reason why Helena is... Helena does provide this buff, right? The crit rate boost, as you guys can see right there. That one is provided by Helena. But the problem is, it's only going to be useful for this particular team mostly, plus we also have the fixed damage as well. So it's not going to be that big of a deal, so I'm just gonna go one more time here. The next one we're gonna have Glacier activate the taunt. Okay, that's going to be Pretty substantial damage. Oh. I'm still in. I'm surprised. Okay, so Angelica should be able to do decent damage on her own. Even though she's not a water type, but you can see based on the amount that she does. Okay, so now we have Team 2 going in. Okay, so Team 2, obviously you want Diana to, you know, start off with the aura. Therese is going to buff everyone. So my Therese is positioned in a very odd way. But ideally, I guess we can position her in front. So Celia is going to go. Now this part we gotta be careful, right? Because we still have the cost issue. And we're gonna go in with... I'll go in with this first. Sherazade is the main damage dealer. Right, go here. Is Glacia... Yeah, we don't have enough cost for Glacia to do anything. So I'm gonna go this. Maybe Celia first to stack chain. Celia is always useful to stack the chain. And then we have Sherazade going in way later. So I'm going to go in as follows. Let's see if I have enough cost. My problem with this particular team is the cost generation, right? The SP regen. Uh-oh. Boom. Okay. So we get back a couple of costs right there. Let's see. So I know this one can give us some SP, but the truth is we are using 2 SP to get back 3 SP, which is not insanely enough, not like crazy enough. We can also consider doing Taunt, but I think since the boss is really low, I might as well just go with Sherazade's this particular skill. This is going to do way more. So I do have one more spare, so with that I'm just gonna use this from Diana. Again, very good. Too bad there's only one Diana, right? So in this case, I hope in the future they can release more characters that can do... that didn't do as much damage as I thought. Okay, so now we can apply Taunt. So the moment you apply Taunt, I'm just gonna show you guys, the boss is gonna activate. We will be able to interrupt the boss. The boss will be forced to activate the other skill. So let's go with that. Sherazade can continue doing what she's doing the best. We're gonna start off with Taunt first. Boom, boom, boom. Do I have enough cost for Celia to do anything? No. Yeah, this is the second team is the SP problem. So when we provoke the boss, notice now the boss is gonna activate one skill. So the boss is just gonna hit Celia, and it is on cooldown time, and I mean Glacia, and Glacia do have this particular one, property damage and crit rate increase. Actually, I should have positioned Glacia here so that more characters get hit and they also get that buff. That was my bad. If you guys are doing that, I completely forgotten. I know of that skill, but I completely forgotten of the tile range is in a straight line, I believe. Yeah, so it's in this straight line. Oh, you guys can't see. Let me turn off my face cam. So it is in this straight line. So instead of positioning your Glacia like that, you want to put it like this, so everybody get hit in the straight line, and they basically get that sort of that buff. This particular buff from the boss. Property damage and crit rate increase. So that's unfortunate, but I don't think I need it. I will be able to finish up the boss regardless. So again, we go with the... Is the buff? I think the buff has completed, has finished. And then we're gonna go with the usual stuff. Right? Yeah. Okay. Boom. Boom. Actually, I should have buffed first. What the heck am I doing? Should have buffed first. Okay. GG. So that's difficulty 7. Let's see if I can do the same for difficulty 8. Obviously, I'm gonna do that on my own. But I'm just figured I'll just upload this guide for you guys. Hopefully you guys are able to benefit from this, right? Because you know that's the entire intention. And again, feel free to modify accordingly to your characters. You know what? Let me try and back out and show you guys my investment, my gears, etc. Right? Because that's going to be much more important. So I'm just gonna show my stats because it's easier that way. Helena doesn't matter, alright? I do have this one at +5. Okay, so I do have a pretty stacked Helena right there. So Alice, +0, +0, right? Her gears doesn't matter, just make sure she doesn't die. My Sylvia is not super invested. I have this SR gear, right? But this is how much stats I... Look at my crit damage, 50% crit damage. Yeah, my Sylvia is just bad. Not super invested yet. I will try to get better gears on her eventually, but ideally you want crit damage, alright? Not just crit rate. Because now the boss is like, right? I would try to improve on that, right? So Eclipse, ooh, 5-4. Usual stuff. For her, it's like she's the best battery unit for now. She gives a bunch of cost in return, right? Angelica. Alright. So Angelica is actually built 440% crit damage. Now if you guys have higher crit damage, go ahead, right? I think that's the way to go. This is my costume again. You can see that this Neon Angelica only have... I have her at +0, right? So the others are going to be better. So Diana... this is my stats. I think Diana's stats are less relevant. So +4, +1, right? Therese. These are my stats. Okay, currently +2 of this particular one and +0 for the other one. Celia. Okay, these are my stats. The costume is... I didn't have much copies of her. Glacia. Just show you guys the costume and the stats. I mean, I don't really build her that much, but Shiraza I built. She's the one that I have decent stats, alright? I would say above average. 35% crit rate, 450% crit damage. I do get this one as well. This is pretty good. Probably should try to improve that a little bit more, but yeah, hopefully this can give you guys some sort of reference point. Alright, so with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Give this video a like if you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys very soon. I have ball guides coming out soon, so hopefully I'll be able to release them later as well. So yeah, bye bye.